As part of the Motivational Monday Wildlife series, this week's focus is the sea turtle. Many people begin a health journey with excitement. They make better food choices. They begin exercising to improve their daily habits. At first, progress feels encouraging. The scale begins to move. Energy improves. Fitness improves. Confidence begins to return. Then something changes. They start looking sideways. Someone else loses weight faster. Someone else gains fitness faster. Someone else appears to be achieving more. Suddenly, the focus shifts away from their own progress and onto somebody else's. This is where many health journeys become unnecessarily difficult, not because progress has stopped, but because comparison has started. Comparison has a unique ability to make genuine progress feel insignificant. A person may have lost 5 kilograms, improved their nutrition, started working regularly, reduced their blood sugar levels, yet instead of celebrating those improvements, they focus on somebody who appears to be further ahead. The result is frustration, discouragement, and sometimes giving up entirely. This is where the sea turtle offers an important lesson. The sea turtle does not race every animal it encounters. It does not constantly measure its progress against the creatures around it. It follows its own journey at its own pace toward its own destination. There is something valuable in that approach. Health transformation is deeply personal. Every person begins from a different starting point. Some have been active for years, others are starting from scratch. Some are managing medical conditions, others are not. Some have supportive environments, others face significant challenges. Because circumstances differ, progress will also differ. Yet many people continue comparing outcomes without comparing circumstances. This creates unrealistic expectations. Imagine two people beginning a weight loss journey. One person is 25 years old, the other is 55. One has no health concerns, the other is managing prediabetes and high blood pressure. One has a flexible schedule, the other works long hours and cares for a family. Would it be reasonable to expect identical progress? Probably not. Yet, this is often what comparison encourages. It ignores context, it ignores individual circumstances, it ignores the reality that every journey is unique. The sea turtle principle reminds us that progress should be measured against your own starting point, not somebody else's. This becomes particularly important in the age of social media. People are constantly exposed to transformation photos, success stories, highlight reels, before and after images. While this can be inspiring, they can also become misleading. Most people share the victories, few people share the setbacks, most people share the highlight, few people share the struggle. As a result, comparison often occurs between your everyday reality and somebody else's carefully selected moment. That is really a fair comparison. Health transformation is not built on isolated moments. It is built on repeated actions, repeated choices, repeated habits, and those habits deserve recognition. A person who chooses water instead of a sugary drink has made progress. A person who goes for a walk after work has made progress. A person who prepares a healthier meal has made progress. These actions may seem small, yet they are often the foundation upon which larger transformations are built. The challenge is that comparison can make small victories appear unimportant. The sea turtle reminds us to think differently. Progress is still progress, even when it is slower than someone else's. Progress is still meaningful, even when it is not dramatic. Progress is still valuable, even when it does not receive attention. This perspective becomes increasingly important during midlife. Many adults begin comparing themselves to younger versions of themselves. They remember how easily they recovered, how quickly they lost weight, how much energy they had. The comparison creates frustration. Yet the goal is not to become the person you were 20 years ago. The goal is to become the healthiest version of yourself today. That requires a shift in focus, away from comparison toward personal improvement. The sea turtle offers a simple reminder. Keep moving, keep progressing, keep following your journey, not because your pace is the fastest, but because it is your pace, and your pace is enough. There will always be somebody further ahead. There will always be somebody moving faster. There will always be somebody achieving more. The question is not whether those people exist. The question is whether their progress should determine how you feel about your own. The sea turtle principle suggests the answer is no. Your success should be measured by your own growth, your own habits, your own improvements, your own journey. Because health transformation is not a competition, it is a commitment. A commitment to becoming slightly healthier, slightly stronger, slightly more capable, one day at a time. The sea turtle principle is simple. Trust your own journey. The goal is not to be ahead of someone else. The goal is to be healthier than you were yesterday.